Hi, everybody. Welcome to Writing This Week. We are continuing to talk about informational paragraphs, and by Thursday, you're going to write one and send a picture to your teacher. So I'll explain that on Thursday, but be ready by Thursday to have a written one, and we want to see it this time. So just know that you are now going to be maybe taking pictures of things and sending them to us. All right. So remember that by the holiday or a little bit after it, you need to be able to really kind of understand an informational paragraph. It has a topic sentence, it has facts and details, it has a conclusion, a wrap up. It needs to be organized, meaning first, next, finally. You need to have proper capitalization and use all of our sentence rules that we have learned so far. Punctuation at the end, like I said just then, is very, very important so your reader knows when to stop. All right. Sorry, I'm in a different program, so I'm used to hitting my other program. Remember that before you start writing, your teacher usually gives you a reason that you're writing, or you have a reason that you're writing. It is to persuade, which means to influence somebody to change their mind. It's to inform, which is your nonfiction, which is real facts, details. And then, of course, the fun one, which is entertaining, which has characters and settings and story plots, and it makes people have a lot of emotions with it. All right. I hope you've figured out what kind of writer you are. Most of you need to be in this category right here. This is the one that cries all time, and this is the one that needs the teacher's hand because they're scared of doing things. This is the person that is very confident, and this is the amazing person that just writes like really good. All right. So make sure that you're figuring out what kind of writer you're going to be. All right. Here's your parts of your paragraph: topic sentence, a supporting sentence, which means a fact with really good details, usually two sentences, another one, two sentences or so, another one with two sentences, and a conclusion, which means you're going to put that bottom bun on, wrap it up so your reader knows that they're done. All right, so here we go. Now I want you to, of course, have your writer spiral or a clean piece of paper. I want you to turn it where it's lengthwise. Notice how mine's longer this way than this way. What this means is landscape. This, when you turn the paper like we write on it, that's called portrait. So we want it in landscape. Now pause this video and create your mind map. All right, you have created the mind map. And if you notice, I always put my transition words here so I don't forget them, because this has a capital, and then this in here becomes my 2 to 3 sentences, my 2 sentences. And I need to pay attention that when I start writing, I'm in the middle of a sentence. So I don't have a capital with this first word right here because of the simple fact that I put a capital right there. I've added my conclusions or my transitions for my conclusion. Your topic sentence does not have one. And remember, your topic sentence does not have a fact in it. It is just introducing the reader to what you're talking about. So if you're talking this week, we're not going to be doing cows along our story. We're going to be doing reindeer. Last week, we did jellyfish, or the week before. And last week, we did chipmunks. This week, we're doing reindeer because animals are very easy to write informational paragraphs on because you can kind of keep them organized and they're kind of fun to research. And of course, Christmas is coming up, and we know that Santa has reindeer. So we want to explore reindeer and we want to look at them. All right. So here's your slide for today, and here's your directions on what you're going to do. I have a feeling that some of you do not read this every day, and it changes. So be careful and make sure that you're doing everything. This was your grammar video that you watched. You've already done your grammar task. Here's going to be the video that I'm recording right now. And then here is the beginning of the reindeer. So now what I need you to do again is to stop the video in just a moment. And here are the topic sentences. I keep on giving you these because I want you to get a feeling of what good topic sentences look like and how to write them. It is okay to write one, but the first grade topic sentence goes like this: I learned 3 facts about reindeer. You want to kind of get better at writing them. So the first one I wrote: reindeer, also known as caribou, are one of the many kinds of deer that live on Earth. Have you ever wondered about the animals that pull Santa's sleigh? They are called reindeer. Then I start talking about them and teaching about them. Reindeers are fantastic and interesting creatures. So somehow I need to talk about how they're interesting in here. Well, anything that you learn is usually interesting. Fantastic, that's kind of hard because that I may want to put another fact in, 4 facts, and say something about like something that is really unusual about them. This one is: reindeer are one of the most interesting kinds of deers that live on Earth. What are reindeer? Well, here are some interesting facts about these animals. Now, stop the video, and in the top circle of your mind map, you are going to write one of these topic sentences. I've also included it in your slideshow, so you do have them again. Okay, stop the video and go ahead and write your topic sentence, or maybe come up with one of your own. All right, you have a topic sentence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I would have done that. If I had it on notebook paper, I would have went right here and I would have put my topic sentence right there. You may have chosen a different one, but now I have my topic sentence done. And at this point, I want to start learning about reindeer. All right, so what I did is I put you a bunch of information on, because when you're researching something, you don't do it small. You go and you look at several different books or several different articles, diagrams, maps, all kinds of things to get your information, and then you start writing. Okay, this paragraph is going to be about the where it lives. It's going to be about what it looks like. And then the third one is usually the diet. You can either do the diet as the third fact, or you could do something interesting that you found. Either one. I'm going to keep it as the diet because it's easier to follow that pattern until I get really good at what I'm doing. Now, the neat thing about these is that you have them where you can listen to them. So you don't need to make this large. You just hit this and it reads it to you. You can listen to it over and over if you need to. Now, after you listen to these, this is about 10 minutes worth of things. It just looks like a lot. Each video is only like maybe 2 minutes long. This one's the longest one. I think it's like 3.5 minutes long, not very long. Then what you want to do is you want to open up a new page in your spiral writing notebook, and at the top of it, you want to put reindeer. Then what you want to do is you want to say, okay, I need to go back to these stories and I need to find all the places that they live. All right. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to make a list. I'm not going to write complete sentences. I'm just going to make a list of all the places that I found they live. What countries, what continents, what area? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is there a name for where it lives? And that would be it. I would be done for the day. Okay. Now, I'm not putting it in my mind map right here. Some people go ahead and just make a list right here. That's okay too. So say you found that it lives in the desert. You'd put desert. Say you learned that it lived in the ocean. You'd put ocean. Then when you go to write your paragraph, you write all of these things into 2 or 3 sentences. You turn them into sentences. Then you read over and you make sure you've got it. Okay, so it's up to you. I always take my notes on a piece of paper and then move them as complete sentences into my mind map. All right? So that's it for the day. And I hope you really enjoy learning about reindeer because they are really neat creatures. Okay? Thanks for listening to me and have a good time writing.